Hey, how the heck are you? Let me pull this up on my phone just to make sure that the sound's coming through. I've been having technical things happening all day today, so I want to just make sure that I'm not having them here too. Okay, good, it's working. So, what is up, everybody? First things first, if you're watching this, whether it's live or on the replay, comment and let me know where you're watching from and that you're here. It drives me nuts. I understand some people are shy or things like that and just like to watch, but I want interaction. I want to hang out with you guys. I love each and every one of you, and I want to just be able to chill with you. So comment and let me know that you're here so that I know you're here, and let's interact and engage. Okay, I just want to start off right from the beginning. Don't be a creeper. Don't be somebody in the background. Let's talk and let's hang out together. Okay, so that is first things first. It has been a crazy morning, after the kids, Lisa and kids left for school. I've been trying to get things prepped for this, and it's just been all over the place. I was having technical difficulties pulling my hair out, being frustrated. I've got to go pick up my niece at noon, my time, so like in an hour and 20 minutes, that kind of thing. And so I want to just I was just feeling the pressure. What's up, Rose? Good to see you. Happy that you're here. Again, if you're watching this, let me know when you pop in. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. That kind of stuff. It's super fun to know where everybody is. So Mike Hurley's in the house as well, which is fun. So let me scoot this over. I didn't get everything in its proper place. So it's just been a crazy, awesome day. What up, Mike? Good to see you, brother. Mike. And it's hump day, too. Oh, my gosh. It's meant to be, Mike. So Mike is one of my good friends. Like, we've only met in person once, and it was just for a few minutes. But we have had, man, how many conversations would you say you and I have had over the last 2 years, Mike? It's pretty incredible. He's just a good dude. He's in Ohio, has an awesome video production company, does photography as well. He's just a good dude. So go follow and hang out with Mike too. Like Mike says, it's hump day. Mike. I love that commercial. Was it a Geico commercial where there's a camel in the office and he's like walking around telling everybody it's hump day? It was just super funny. And that's like one of our little inside jokes. I dropped it on him and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that because maybe it's kind of like with me. I'm really tall, right? And people always ask me, how's the weather up there? And when I was young, that used to just annoy the crap out of me. So I was like, oh no, did I just do something crazy and offend Mike a little bit? But he stuck with me. We're still friends and we hang out. So I want to talk to you guys. Like today, there's 100 days left in 2020. Can you believe it? 100 days left. And I've been doing a lot of, thinking and planning and just thinking about that whole thing. There's 100 days left. I've actually been thinking about it for a little while, a couple of weeks. And I wanted to share some of the thoughts and the things that I'm going to be doing over the next 100 days with you guys, just to hold some accountability to me, but also to share with you what I'm doing, and I have a cool invitation for you. So make sure you hang out the whole time. I'm not gonna go I have a hard out. I have to pick up my niece at school at noon, so I'm not gonna be on here for 2 hours or anything like that. So just bear with me, hang with me, and it'll be super fun. Okay. And again, if you're watching on the live or on the replay, let me know that you're here, and we'll go in. So that's what we're gonna talk about. 100 days left in 2020. This is what I am going to be working on, and I have something cool to share and offer to you guys too. So let's jump in. What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Really quickly, I want to just, if you're new here, I want to introduce myself really quickly. I'm Nick Fitzgerald. I am known as the Friendly Giant. I'm the founder of Friendly Giant Films. I'm a husband, father, best-selling author and a storytelling marketer. And I work with entrepreneurs and businesses to tell powerful stories that have an emotional component, that draw audiences in, build relationships, and have long-term effects on your business and your sales. And I do that through videos, Facebook Lives, and all other cool, fun, media and copy and all that fun stuff. And I get to do that every day. I've worked in Hollywood on 13 feature films, 2 television series, a bunch of commercials, and was a freelance photojournalist for NBC. So I've worked with hundreds of master storytellers in all different aspects of life. And now, as I'm an entrepreneur and studying marketing and all that kind of stuff, it's just fun to be able to craft these messages and stories for people like you. So that's a little bit about me. Dave Hammer's in the house. Good to see you, dude. Good old Dave. Dave is a good dude. You should follow the things that he's up to. So I mentioned just before that there are 100 days left in 2020, and we 2020 has been an interesting year for all of us, to say the least, right? And with 100 days coming up, or today is like day 100 or day 1 of 100, right? And I wanted to share with you some of the things that I am going to be doing over these next 100 days. And something cool with you. So please make sure to stay for the whole thing. It's going to be worth it, I promise. Okay. So 2020, let's just go into it. This year has been, for me personally, I know everyone's had different challenges. Some have been furloughed. Some people's businesses have grown and excelled. Some people have started a business, things like that. I have a business that I've had since 2015, doing video production and then consulting and coaching with creating stories for businesses and stuff like that, right? And so I started off the year really strong. You know, everyone was confident 2020 is going to be my year, right? Let me know if was 2020 going to be your year. That would just let me know, and all that stuff. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, brother. So 2020 was going to be my year. I had regained momentum and focus in my business in the fourth quarter of 2019, and I hit the ground running in 2020. I had my best month ever in my business that month, or in the month of January of this year. And I started off going to Nashville and doing some video work with some people while we were together in Nashville. I had some great things set up to do some stuff in Detroit. And then also the end of February, I went on a trip with my good friend and colleague, and he's a client of mine too, Kevin Hoff, to Sweden. We went to the Volvo factory, shot some video, did some cool stuff there, and it was a lot of fun. And everything was just great. I was projecting I was going to do really, really great with my business. I had found a way, like, it was replicable, right? And so this best month in my career was awesome. The momentum was going. I just got home from a trip to Sweden, and then the world fell into the chaos that COVID-19 created, right? Countries shut down. Luckily, I got home just before, borders closed and travel was restricted and those kinds of things. And while I was financially at that time, I was in good shape. I was comfortable. I had a lot of profit that month, and I had money to be able to tide us over, or that kind of stuff if things were challenging. And it did become challenging because I could not travel and go places to shoot video with people. This year I was planning on doing, I called it the Friendly Giant Roadshow, where I was gonna pick some destination cities around the US, and every few months I would pick one of these places and I would go there for a week, do a little workshop, do some video shooting and all that kind of stuff. And it was just gonna be part of my plan. But now I couldn't do that. And a lot of my clientele online aren't local to me here, right? But I was getting more and more opportunities to do work and travel to be able to go shoot video with people. I was supposed to go to Phoenix and shoot an event, all these kinds of things, and it just didn't work out. And so I had to think of how can I get business going again, right? It wasn't something new. If any of you have heard any of my story, I started my company in 2015, or started my entrepreneurial journey where I wanted to create a video production company, and I did not have a video camera of my own, right? And I've had to reinvent or like pivot and make changes and create new things to find out what works and what you guys like, but then also to be able to provide for my family and stuff. So this was nothing new to me, and I didn't see it as oh no, what am I gonna do, right? There was stress, I'm not going to lie, but I wasn't freaked out because I know that I had done it before. I had done some things in the past when I really came to crunch time that worked, and I was able to generate some revenue and provide for my family and stuff, right? It's just one of those things that as I was trying to think, what can I do? What can I do that will bring in some income, and all these different kinds of things, but work within the realm of the climate that the world was in at the time. And we're still kind of in that. We're coming out of it in some places, in some aspects. But, here in Utah, we've had another spike in cases. And I live in Utah County, which is a hot spot within Utah, or the hot spot within Utah. And it's just frustrating, right? And so because of that, mask mandates have been put in place and, things like that. And there may be restrictions if things don't change. But I started to think, what do I do already? What am I really good at? These kinds of things so that I can help people right now without having to physically travel to them and things like that. And that's where, let me just pull it up. That's where the Storytelling Framework Masterclass came from, right? That's the culmination of my whole life's, obsession and study of stories and movies and all these different kinds of things, as well as sales and marketing and relationship building. And it's awesome. I have 35 amazing people that have gone through it, and they just freak out about how great it was and how helpful it's been for them in looking at their own business and identifying the stories that they need to be telling for theirs, right? And so I launched that. And it was exciting and fun. Every time you release something new to the world, it's just like, you have that proud parent moment where you're just like, go my little one, and serve the world and do your thing and grow and love and all these kinds of things, right? And who has done something like that? Well, I have a fly just flew in my face. Which one of you have released something, whether it's a product or a service or something, and put it out to the world, and you just look at it and you just want it to just thrive and grow and be amazing, right? Because you know how incredible it is. Let me know in the comments, okay? I'm going to grab a drink really quick. And so I did that, and it was great. It didn't get the traction that I've wanted. It still only has 35 people into it. It's only a $97 thing, right? So it's not super expensive or pricey or anything like that too. My challenge is I have a small list. I have less than 700 people on my email list, that kind of thing. And so releasing it to a small bunch of people, and I haven't felt comfortable. I've tried to identify some people. I haven't been comfortable approaching them and asking to see if I can get in front of their audience and stuff like that too. That's something that I'm still working on, right? But it's one of those things where I'm just like, I figured this thing out, and it's awesome, and it sells, and it converts from a business sense. Now I just need to get it in front of more eyes, right? And so I've been thinking about all that kind of stuff. But also, I spent a week almost, just a couple weeks ago up in Boise. And I had 3 amazing women that I shot video with for their business. One is a real estate broker and runs a firm, and we did a recruiting video for her. Other is a personal health coach with fitness and diet and nutrition and motivation, all that kind of stuff, and she's an amazing lady. And then the other one does energy and spiritual, helping you just like heal and overcome and get through blocks and stuff. And she's incredible, right? And so I spent a few days doing that, and it was fun that was the first time since February that I've shot video with a client, right? It's been that long. It's crazy. And so, going through these challenges and things like that, but now remembering that I have these fun things that I've built my value ladder, right? I have these offers. I have my free PDF download. I have my storytelling framework that you can storytelling framework that you can download for free. And I have the $97 masterclass that's incredible. Then I, have my done with you services of helping you craft the stories for your business specifically with me guiding you and helping you get it done. Then there are the types where it's done for you, where you don't have the time to create them yourself and things like that with my guidance. So we sit and we talk, and then I write them out and script them out and get them all done for you, right? And then there's my custom video work that I do. And so it's just fun as I look now at the next 100 days. This year, 2020, has not been financially great. It's been a struggle, to be able to say that I have the income or have had the income that I wanted this whole year would be a lie. I started off the year with the income and the revenue that I was expecting, and it went away. Like I went from February until the end of June. I had no revenue coming in. Okay. And so let me know if that was you, if you have had a big dry spell or your income drastically changed, let me know and comment below, right? Terry, what's up? Andre, good to see you as well. But, this is the craziness of 2020, right? But I want to share an experience with you that I had right when I got home from... What's up, Marcelo? Good to see you. Keep listening. Because again, I've got something cool to share with you guys here in a couple minutes. But the day after I got home from Boise, my trip in Boise, I drove home, came home, hang out with the family. The next morning, the first thing, I woke up and immediately I had a prompting, a voice. I felt something speak to me. It was in my voice saying how many days are left in 2020. So I looked it up and found when I had this idea, it was like 118 or something like that days. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to mark on the calendar when day 100 is, or, when that countdown starts from 100 days. And I am going to set a goal for myself and for my business to do something that a lot of people would think is impossible or very hard to do. Some of you, you might hear this and laugh and be like, oh, that would be a failure for me. But gosh, this fly keeps flying in my face. So I set this goal and that in the last 100 days of 2020, I am going to generate $100,000 of revenue for my business. In 100 days, 100K in 100 days. Okay. First of all, when you think of that and when you hear that, what does that make you think? Do you think that that's impossible? Do you think that that's possible? Is it easy? Is it hard? Let me know in the comments. Mike just dropped a comment. He said, hold on, let me like these comments. He said, I'm with you, Nick. 9 out of 10 shoots canceled in April and May. Exactly. I had things that we were supposed to do that they canceled, or they got put off indefinitely, all that kind of stuff. And it's been frustrating. So I decided that I was going to do 100K in 100 days. And let me tell you why. And it's not an ego thing for me. I don't want to say it and be like, look what I did. Ho, ho, ho. Like, I hate those entrepreneurs and those personalities that do stuff to just prove how amazing they are. It's dumb and it drives me nuts. And the reason that I'm sharing this publicly with you is one, for accountability. I want to put it out there so that the next time you see me or whatever, you can ask me, how's your 100K in 100 days coming along? And then I can, answer you truthfully. I might feel embarrassed. I might feel excited, all that kind of stuff. But it gives me extra accountability because you all have heard me call the shot. Babe Ruth pointing out with the bat, right? And the reason why I'm doing this, though, is I started thinking about, how this year has gone, and I could just chalk it up and throw a match on 2020 and wait till 2021 and, all that stuff and wait for COVID to go away or all these things in order to start up again. However, that is not who I am. That is not who you are. If you are watching this and you are a follower of me and you do stuff, you are a doer, right? I call you my hashtag doers. I'm a doer. I take action. And rather than wait until January 1st and be like, okay, this is the year and I'm going to come up with ideas and I'm going to go forward, why not hit the ground running in 2021 and get things going right now? So, one, I wanted to right the ship or at least salvage what could have been an amazing year for me financially, but it wasn't because things changed. I froze up. I had some mental blocks and some emotional issues to go through with all the the loss of business and things like that, right? And so I want to change my stars, so to speak, with this year and finish on a positive note. I also want to be able to, there are some things that I want to do with my family that I need to have an increase in income to be able to do that, right? But I also want to show to myself mostly, but to any of you, that even in a downturn, even in, struggles and all that kind of stuff, that you can do things and you have control and you have the opportunity to do what you want and be what you want, okay? And have the income that you want. Now, this is going to be fun because it's either going to be, a super awesome disaster as you see me fail at it, or it will be an incredible, cool victory, a cool journey that we go on together that you get to witness and stuff like that, right? And so that's, let's see. So Mike says hashtag doer. That is you guys as well. And Marcelo says, absolutely big goals. Yes, I want my first client in the next 30 days. That's awesome. How are you going to go about getting that, right? That's the trick. That's the challenge. And this is the fun thing that I want to share with you guys, okay? So today marks day 1 of 100. And I am going to do something really cool. I did post a little bit ago, a couple days ago, asking about why we're so drawn to behind the scenes content and things like that. As I've been thinking a lot about that, I have something cool I want to share with you. Are you guys ready for that? The 3 of you that are online, let me know if you want to hear what my idea is and what I'm going to do over these next 100 days that you guys can take part in as well. Let me know. I'm going to grab a drink. Also, if you're watching this, share this. Put it on your timeline. Invite your friends and other entrepreneurs and all that kind of stuff to come and join us and hang out with us, okay? I've got Mike and Marcelo. I'm not sure who I might be the other. So it's just whoever else is on here, let me know. So Mike says, let's hear it, Nick. Okay, here we go. Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to see, I talk about behind the scenes content, the featurettes and things like that on movies and things like that. And how attractive they are. We get to see behind the curtain. We get to see the story behind the stories. We get to see the work that goes in to make these amazing movies come to life in front of our eyes. But I have not seen, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not seen like a true documentary behind the scenes kind of thing that's offered to the public in general that shows you the true real behind the scenes stuff Not all the sugar coated, only edited, whittled down stuff, but like the everyday knit and grit, ups and downs, strategies, conversations, all of those things, numbers and everything in growing a business. I haven't ever seen anything like that. Yeah, Gary Vee has his vlog and he does a couple episodes every day or, several a week. And it's him giving his motivational, like, you got to work hard and you got to give your best stuff away for free and serve and help and want to help people and care about people and the money will come, right? But we don't see like him in his staff meetings or his strategy sessions with a launch that's coming up and all of the stuff that they're doing to make it happen, right? We don't see, any of those things, or when we do see them, it's months or even years. Documentaries film for months at a time, and then there's months of editing and curating all of the content, and then a release. It's usually like a year removed from the fact that we get stuff, right? It's never like in real time, right? And so this is what I'm going to do. Are you guys excited? Here it is. I am going to every day give you that behind the scenes glimpse of my numbers, the things that I'm doing, the conversations that I'm having, the content that I'm creating and curating, the strategy sessions, my coaching sessions with some people, like with my coaches and stuff like that too, and giving you that access every day in real time. It's not like I'm going to document the next 100 days and then sell you a documentary or something. I'm going to be living it and sharing it full transparency with you every day for the next 100 days. Would that be something? Is that something that you guys are interested in? It would be cool to watch me go from zero right now, the numbers at zero, to 100K in 100 days. Wouldn't that be cool to witness and see all of the behind the scenes things, all of the conversations that I'm having, all of the videos that I script out, you watch me as I'm fleshing it all out, as I'm doing Facebook Lives, as I'm recording videos, as I'm sending messages, and all these things to people to get people into my world, to get into my masterclass, to get some done with you, done for you, type of services, my custom video packages, all that kind of stuff. How would you like to be a fly on the wall as I sit here in my office and hash out all of my ideas, and you get to see it in real time, unedited, unfiltered. I will do daily dashboard updates and show you where I'm at on my profit and loss, all of these kinds of things. How would you like access to that? Okay. That is what I'm offering to you guys today. And before I say, hey, go and get this and jump in and join it, this is what I want to do. I want to do the first day going through numbers and stuff. I'm going to go through it live with you for free right now. Okay? How's that sound? If that's something you want to see, blow me up with some hearts and comments, and we'll go and jump in. I'll grab a drink, and then I'll go into this right now. What's up, Susan and Lawrence? Good to see you. Remember, if you're watching, let me know. Drop a comment and say hello. Don't just be a creeper hiding in the shadows. Let me know that you're here, and let's engage and have fun. Marcelo says, can I do the same? Yes, you can do the same if you want. Go ahead. It's your life and your business, right? So I talked about how 2020 started off on the right foot. Let me pull this up. New tab. So January of 2020 was the best month of my business to date. And I did $33,500 in January. Okay. What's up, Creeper Tom? Good to see you. So in January of this year, I did $33,500. I started the year off on the right foot, right? Wouldn't you agree that was respectable for most businesses? And I was looking forward to replicating that. February, I had zero. I had zero revenue in February. March, zero. April, $1,500 I had come in. May, $1,529.22 came in. June, $944 came in. July, $4,359.39 came in. August, $8,353.61 came in. Okay? And so far, September, zero. So, one, that's, some of you might be going, why are you sharing that? That's embarrassing, or that's very personal. I want to prove and show to you, I'm going to be fully transparent over these 100 days. I'm not going to be like, oh, it was a great day and we got some great revenue when I only made $20 or, that kind of stuff. You're going to see what it is, and I will share that number every day. Okay. So far for 2020, my business, and again, this is it's hard for me to say and put it out there and have it be public, because I know some people think that I'm like a millionaire and like Russell Brunson does all my stuff for me and I just get checks coming in all the time. No, that is not the truth. I've struggled just like the rest of you, or like some of you, and I want to let you know that you're not alone. Okay, so total income for 2020 so far is $50,187.13. Okay, that's what I have brought in. Like that's revenue. My operating expenses so far have been $40,517.33. So I've had a net profit this year so far of $9,669.80. Okay. So if you think of that, that's not a whole lot that's gone into my pocket or my family's pocket, and that kind of stuff. I have a family of 6, 4 kids, myself and my beautiful wife. Okay. So that is the beginning point. And over the next 100 days, I will share those numbers. The first few days, obviously, are going to be similar and those kinds of things. But I am going to be totally open with the numbers and show you where the profit or where the revenue is coming from. I have different options and different avenues to bring in income into my business. And so not only will you see the numbers in general, but you'll see where they're coming from, which segments, so you can see which parts of my business are doing well versus struggling, or, that kind of stuff. And it's also, you can learn, right? It's pretty cool. It's like, for one, can I get some love for like being brutally honest? Like, here, I'll even like share my screen. Like, seriously, like that was rough for me to be able to share. And it's crickets on the comments or the likes. So come on, give me some support here, you guys. Let me grab a drink and then I'll show you the screen so that you know I'm not just making up these numbers. Okay. Okay. So screen. So here's my screen, right? You can see it right there. 2020. From the beginning of the year to current, 50,000. No, in my operating expenses in here, right? If we come here, you can see, here's the graph of my profit and loss. Here's 33,500 for January of this year, right? So, crap, you could even see right there my checking account balance. So, like with full transparency where I'm at financially here. That, seriously, that's crazy. Whoops, let me switch back to my camera. Okay. You can see it 100%. I'm not faking it, right? I'm not. And that's part of the reason why I want to do 100K in 100 days, to salvage the year. It's been brutal. It's been rough. And I want to give you guys the full access to it. So let me just type something in here. Okay. So again, let's recap what I'm going to be offering, what I'm offering to you guys here for the next 100 days. You are going to get daily numbers updated to see where the revenue is at in regards to the 100K goal, where it's coming from, which channels and stuff it's being generated from, and talking about that kind of stuff. You're going to be able to be a fly on the wall and have an over-the-shoulder kind of point of view as I work to generate $100,000 in the next 100 days. Okay? You are going to have that access. Okay? See, like Mike's already excited to follow on this journey. That's so cool. I'm excited for you to come along. Okay? So you're going to have, like, I am going to be doing marketing. I'm going to be doing outreach. I'm going to be doing messaging. I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives. I'm going to be, working with clients and having sales calls and all these things. You are going to get an over-the-shoulder view of that. I'm not going to record every sales call and make you watch all of them. No, but I will have a recap of all of these conversations and you will be able to see them and everything. Okay. So there's that. You'll get to see my process for how I create a story, how I, do all these things and able to connect with people. You'll see some of my guerrilla marketing techniques that are super, super effective. You're going to watch me do them. And you're going to be able to learn how to do them yourself, if that's something that you want to do, right? So there's that. You're going to, be getting, we'll have a weekly Q&A, right? So we'll do a Zoom call in our private Facebook group. And where I'll be doing all of this stuff. And you can ask questions. You can ask me how this is going, or, as you see me doing stuff, if you have additional questions on how you can apply it to your business, I will be there for a live Q&A for 90 minutes every week. Okay. And, we will talk and have discussion, all of that stuff. And it's all about answering your questions. I'm not going to come in with a predetermined, lesson or something like that. It's all determined on what you guys are interested in, what you're wanting to have answered, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm also going to give you access and be a fly on the wall in 3 of my coaching calls that I have with my coaches. I love having people hire me to guide them on crafting their stories or creating amazing videos. But I have coaches and people that I work with, consultants and stuff. And I'm going to let you sit in on 3 of those over the next 100 days to hear the things that I'm working on and struggling with in the coaching that I'm getting. And then you'll be seeing me implement it, in the time after the calls. Okay, so that'll be super cool. You'll get a weekly summary, sent to you and that kind of stuff of everything that we did, all those kinds of things. And then at the end, we're going to do like a case study where we review the whole thing. Whether I reach the goal, surpass the goal, or fall short of the goal, we'll do like a post-mortem, where we will analyze what went well, what didn't go well, the things that I did intentionally, and all these kinds of things to inspire you to want to get you to want to work with me as well, so that you can see those kinds of things also. This is not at the end of it. I'm not going to propose a $20,000 coaching program to you or anything like that. This is simply for you to be an observer and to watch and to learn. Okay, and all that kind of stuff. So Mike says this is freaking awesome. Is anybody else excited about this? Mike's excited. I'm excited. The rest of you are quiet. So And then, as a bonus, I'm going to throw in my, we'll have a private Facebook group where we'll do all of this stuff where you'll get all this content. And I'll do the lives and all that kind of stuff every morning, everything like that. But I will also include my storytelling framework for you, so that you have that as well. Now, you're probably like, that's awesome, Nick. How much is that going to cost? Is it free? What is it? So I'm going to do this, and I'm working on generating revenue to strengthen my year. So this is not going to be a free thing to hang out and take part in. However, it's affordable. Okay? So I know, how much do you pay a month for Hulu or Netflix or Disney Plus or ESPN Plus or Peacock or or HBO Max, or I can't remember what that one's called. We spend all this money to be entertained every month. If you have cable on top of that, you have your internet subscription, right? You do all of these things to consume and to be entertained, right? What if you took a small portion of that budget of stuff that you're already paying for and put it towards something that you can consume and be entertained by, but will further your business as well, because you're going to learn a crap ton from it. You're going to learn things that you didn't know. You're going to see me doing things and you're like, dang, that was awesome. You're going to see me make mistakes, and you're going to learn from those mistakes instead of you having to make them yourself, right? And so, as I thought about what to charge for this and what it would cost, I've seen some people charge $2,500 a month for content. I've seen people charge $1,000. I've seen people charge $500, $100. All this kind of stuff. But looking at the models of the successful, content distribution models that are out there, the ones that are successful, that have millions and billions of people following it, I'm going to go with that same model. Now, a lot of you, there's been controversy with Netflix lately. A lot of you have canceled Netflix subscriptions, right? Because of was it Cuties or something like that documentary or show. And you're taking a stand with that, right? Well, guess what? I've got the perfect replacement for it, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because there's nothing like this in the entrepreneurial space. For $12.99 a month, you can have all of this access. The daily numbers, meetings, and the transparency, full transparency. The behind the scenes, over the shoulder, into what I'm doing every day, into my marketing messages, into the conversations that I'm having, the things that I'm sending out to people. $12.99 a month for being able to sit in on 3 of my personal coaching sessions with coaches and consultants that I work with. And you'll see me having conversations specifically about, these things, right? And being able to just have that awesome stuff. It's just so cool. For $12.99 a month, for the same as your now canceled Netflix subscription, right? You can, for the next 100 days, have all access, full transparency, behind the scenes look into what I'm doing with my business to do 100K in 100 days. And you can go sign up for that right now at the link that I just dropped, nickfitz.com. Okay? NICFITZ. Okay? Mike says, sign me up. Where do you go? To nickfitz.com. Let me just make sure that was the technical glitches I was having earlier in the day. So I'm going to just tap and make sure that it works. Yep, it works. So if you go there right now, $12.99 a month, you can get that access to all of this stuff. And you subscribe. If you want to cancel, you just reach out and we'll cancel it at any time as well. But we'll be on the thank you page is the link directly to the Facebook group. Once you have subscribed, you click on that link immediately, request access. I'll get you in. And tomorrow morning, we'll go live with the things that I'm going to be working on. I'll give you the morning brief of the numbers, where we're at, what I have to accomplish. And then from there, the rest of the day, I'll be sharing the stuff that I'm doing. Okay. So Mike says, be right back. He's going to sign up. He's the man. Are you a doer? Are you just going to sit back and wait until 2021 to start taking your business seriously? Or are you going to go to nickfits.com right now and start that adventure yourself? Learn from me. I challenge you to do the same thing in your business. Just like Marcelo was asking, right? That can he do this? Absolutely. Learn from what I'm doing, apply it, and do it in your business. And I'd love it if we had like this cool little community of, a whole bunch of us that are doing this, working together, and working in our business, right? But if you go to nickfits.com, you can follow in my journey and see what I'm doing as I give you full transparency, share everything with you over the next 100 days as I strive to do 100K in 100 days. One thing I can promise you, if you get nothing else from it, you will learn how to use stories effectively, immediately, without having a Netflix issue where people unsubscribe from you and cancel you because you put out a stupid piece of content. Okay, I can promise you at least that much you'll get from it. But again, like I talk about storytelling and all this kind of stuff, this is a perfect place for you to see where or how I use stories to generate revenue, to generate connections and build relationships immediately. It's not like I'm going to do this thing and work on it, and then in January 1st, I have something to release and launch. Like, while there are some things that I am working on that may be the case, you're going to see how I use stories to bring money into my own business. Okay? You're going to see how it actually works. I talk to people all the time about stories and how important they are for their business, and they know that they're important. They get harped on all the time by the gurus and their coaches and stuff to publish and tell their stories and stuff, but they don't see the connection between story and revenue. Okay? So you're going to see that as well. Not as on top of everything else, all the behind the scenes, all the fly on the wall, over the shoulder, transparency, number updates, breakdowns, all of these things. You're going to see all that, but you're going to see how story actually works inside a business. Okay? Isn't that awesome? If you could see like legitimately in real time, not cultivated, edited and massaged for a few months and then released for you to consume in real time. You're going to see me get frustrated. You're going to see me celebrate closing a deal, all that kind of stuff. You're going to have interest possibly in talking with me, and that's totally fine, right? But you're going to see it all in real time. There's no fudging this, right? If my stories and the things that I put out there don't connect, you're going to see that. And you're going to see the adjustments that I make to get them to connect. You're going to see the instantaneous or the quick changes that come from it. I'm really getting animated with my hands. Okay. Tom says, sounds like fun. Count me in. Awesome. And Mike is in. So again, if you are a hashtag doer, this is what I want you to do. Go to nickfits.com, subscribe, and let's join up. I gave you guys a quick glimpse into the transparency. I shared some uncomfortable numbers with you guys. And that's the level of transparency that you're going to get with me throughout these next 100 days. And I look forward to celebrating, on January 1st when we hit that goal. When I hit that goal, we are going to celebrate like you would not believe. So, it's one thing to be excited about it, and I love that you guys are in. Once you're in, come back and comment hashtag doer after you've gone to nickfits.com and done it. The best part is the animated hands. Love it. Thank you, Flora. And good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. So once you have become a doer, you know other doers. I don't want to I'm going to be doing this every day, regardless if people are watching or not. But I want people to learn. I want people to understand, and I want people to go forward and have that confidence, seeing that I did what they wanted to do. Having that confidence, just like Marcelo was like, can I do this myself? Yes, you can. And I want to show you how I'm doing it. I'm not saying that my way is the only way or the absolute 100% truth right way, but it will show you things that work. You'll see things that don't work, and you will be able to go forward with your business in an incredible way. So share this, invite people. It's not that much. If you know somebody who is an entrepreneur, especially that, canceled their Netflix subscription, tell them, hey, here's an investment in that $12.99 that you were spending to just mindlessly scroll through shows to watch something that will benefit your business. Also, some people just like to be entertained. This is bound to be entertaining, right? Hanging out with me every day for 100 days, seeing my victories, seeing my losses, seeing my frustration, all that kind of stuff. That's going to be fun. And oh my goodness, look, we've got 2 doers already, Mike and Tom. You guys are awesome. So with that, just know over the next 100 days and beyond, right? It's not going to stop on January 1st. Because I have a business, and I'm not going to retire in 100 days unless I change this to 100 million in 100 days, right? Then we could talk, right? But this is going to be super fun. So again, go to nickfitz.com. The link is in the comments. Come back with the comment #doer once you're signed up. Join the Facebook group. And we will get rocking and rolling tomorrow. We'll share what I've got going on, and it's just going to be super amazing. I love you all. Your world can change in 100 days. It can change in a minute. It just takes one story. We'll talk to you later.